is a WC-130J. We have about 10 of them at their squadron in Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi. And they are 99 feet long, and we hold about 60,000 pounds of fuel. The plane weighs about 90,000 pounds, and we can fly for about 13 to 14 hours if we manage our fuel correctly. So as we're flying through a storm, we're gathering data. There are a couple of different ways we do that. One of them is with the dropson. So it is a tool that we use that falls from the bottom of the plane all the way down to the surface of the water. And as it's dropping, it's gathering all sorts of information from us. Temperature, dew point, winds. And then we also have a pod on one of our wings that is reading the surface energy, and from there it converts it into a wind speed for us. So I'm gathering all that information and I send it to the National Hurricane Center via satellite, and from there that's where they issue their watches, warnings, and advisories. I grew up in Tampa Bay, Florida, and I have been obsessed with weather since I was a little kid. And I saw actually a video of these hurricane hunters out there, and I was like, wow, that's really cool, I want to do that. So I actually went to school for meteorology, and then when I graduated I was able to become one. And I have to say that there is no greater feeling for me than when we finished our brief and we're headed out to the plane and we're getting ready to fly a storm.
So this is the NOAA Gulfstream 4 SP aircraft. It's known as NOAA 49 as its call sign, also known as to many children as Gonzo. The reason we call it Gonzo is a little bit differently shaped nose on it because of an advanced radar system we use for navigation and threat avoidance. Our mission is to collect high-level weather data from 45,000 feet all the way to the surface, and whereas the C-130 and our P-3 are down at 5,000 to 10,000 feet collecting internal information, we're outside the storm, over top of the storm, collecting upper level information and then steering current information to figure out where the storm's going to go. It's almost like an airborne laboratory in a sense, where we're dropping dropsons and using the radar to almost get like an MRI scan of the storm. Every year the forecasts get better and better, and I think the goal long term is to get the 5-day forecast as good as the 3-day forecast, and that we can shrink the areas that need to be evacuated.
Yeah, we're very confident that if something happens in South Carolina, we'll be prepared from the local level all the way up to the state, and we work very closely with our state, other FEMA partners, federal partners in that as well. But we spend most of our time planning, training, and exercising to make sure that we have good plans in place to respond, and we do that on a year-round event. I mean, it never ends, and so our job is never done, so we have to continue to move forward so that we're ready not just next week, but 6 months from now and a year from now.